Hello everyone. So I am going to try to review all the books that I read for the read-a-thon. I'm going to film rapid-fire reviews, so I'm not sure how long it will take me to upload all these, but I'm going to try to film them all right now and upload them within, like, some time in the future. I don't know when. But the first one's going up today, and that's this one. So you'll be watching this now. So, hi, you're watching a video. Hello, this is YouTube. Welcome to the insanity that is this site, because holy shit. Anyway, today I will be reviewing one of my new favorite novels of all time that I'm just, so in love with, and that is The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. Literally like 10 minutes ago, I flipped through this book and thought about what I would say in this review, and I sat there on my bed talking about this book to myself, because I talk to myself. Hello, I'm a book reviewer, I talk to myself. And I just couldn't stop talking about it, so I hope this review isn't like 20 minutes long, because I could talk about this book for a long, long time. Basically, this book is about a girl named Macy, and Macy lives with her mother, and her father had just passed away around a month ago, I think, by the time this book started. I'm not sure exactly when, but recently her father passed away in a car accident, I believe, or an accident. I don't remember if it was a car accident or not, but anyway, so her father passed away, and her mother and her are living together and kind of going through the grief process. Essentially, this book is a lot about grief, and I love that. I think that's just, it's an important subject to discuss and learn about, especially since dying is one of the things that, it's like one of those taboo topics we don't want to talk about, but we need to talk about it because it happens, you know? So, anyway, I really, really, really love Macy. Macy is trying to be perfect because she doesn't want people to know that she's actually in a lot of pain, understandably, and she's also going through a lot other than the grief of her losing her father. Her boyfriend sends her an email and breaks up with her, and then she goes to work at this library with these two awful bitches, and they are bitches. That is their names for me, personally, because I fucking hate them. They are two horrible, horrible human beings that I just really dislike. Yeah, I don't care for them at all. And around that time, when her boyfriend breaks up with her, she starts working for this catering group called Wish. And Wish Catering is a crazy environment, absolutely hectic and fast-paced, always running around and breaking things, and crises happening every other minute. And it's completely different from her job at the library that she has, which is just sitting at a desk waiting for shit to happen for 6 hours and then going home. So it's completely different, and it shouldn't appease her at all, but it actually helps her, and really it's a lot better than her other job. And at Wish, there are a bunch of amazing people that I absolutely love to death. I love these characters more than any characters I read about in a long time. They're some of my favorite characters of all time. Wish is run by Delia, who is this pregnant woman. I believe she is the aunt of Wes and Bert, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I love Delia. She's amazing. She's so hilarious. And I actually want to read you something from this book that kind of shows you how great Delia is. I love her. And this is even her best scene, but it's one of my favorites. "Mom," I said, nodding toward Wes as he turned around from the glass doors. "This is Wes." "Hi," Wes said. "And you know Delia," I said, gesturing to where she was sitting on the couch. "Of course. How are you?" my mother said. "Very pregnant," Delia called back, smiling. "But other than that, fine." "She's due any second," I explained, and when my mother looked slightly alarmed, I added, "I mean any day. And that's Bert, and next to him is Monica." I love these characters. Oh my god. The comedy in this book is just phenomenal. It's so hilarious, and they're all so great. And now I can talk about Monica and Bert, because they're great too. Monica is very quiet, and she only says 1 or 2 words in a sentence. She says stuff like, "Don't even," in that saucy attitude, and she says, and and that's her only responses, and it's just, it's so odd, but it's so weird and awesome at the same time. I love her. She's great. And then she has a sister named Christy, and Christy, oh my god, Christy, I freaking love you. Christy is my favorite character in this book, far none. I love her to death. I love her to death. She's the funniest character in this book, in my opinion. I love Delia too, but her especially. There's one scene that makes me smile and laugh every time I think about it. It's when she's at this, like, I think she's at Jason's, I think that's her boyfriend's name, her boyfriend's house, catering, and Jason's father, like, takes a lot of shrimp and keeps taking them, and you're supposed to only take 2 and then move and leave, but people always take more than they're supposed to. So she ends up, like, putting a ban on the shrimp for him, so, because also he, like, talks to Macy and kind of says some really shitty things to her. So, anyway, Christy gets pissed off, and it describes her running around the room with the shrimp in one hand, dodging people as people are, like, leaping at her to get the shrimp, following behind her, and I keep laughing every time I think about that scene because it's so fucking funny. Oh my god, I love it to death, and I love her. She's such a sweet friend, and I love this book to death. Oh my god. And I haven't even talked about Wes yet. Wes is a sweetheart. He and Macy play truth, and it's like this truth or dare kind of thing, except you don't dare, you just say truth, and it's so, so wonderful. He helps her in more ways than she can ever imagine, and it's just beautiful. And then I also love Gus, or no, not, I always say that, Bert, I'm sorry. I always say Gus instead of Bert, because I think of Augustus Waters from the book, It's Fault in Our Stars. I can't think right now. But Bert is nothing like Gus. Well, maybe. He's charming like Gus. Anyway, he's wonderful. He is very odd and just silly, and he's unique in his own way, and I love him to death. I just love these characters so much. Did I forget any? I don't think I've forgotten any. Well, there's her mother. Her mother is Deborah, and her mother is dealing with the grief process in her own way, and she's great too. I understand why she's acting the way she is, but she really does care about Macy. She really, really does. And it's just a beautiful book. I love this book so much. I could talk about this book for an hour. Seriously. Can I talk about Christy for another 10 minutes, please? I love Christy. Anyway, this book is fantastic and phenomenal. I definitely recommend it. I love it so much, and I want to reread it right now, actually, really. Seriously, I want to reread this book because I love it too much. It's just insane. I love this book so damn much. And I'm sorry if I spoiled stuff in this review, and this is like a rave instead of a review, really, so I'm sorry for that. Go into this book, read it, see if you like it. I am obsessed and in love with this book to death, in my opinion, but you know, everyone has their own opinions, so I know that. So take this review with a grain of salt and enjoy it for yourself. It is fantastic. And I can't wait to meet Sarah Dessen and, like, give her a hug and talk about this book with her and get it signed and freak out and try not to freak out, actually, because I need to not do that. But she seems like a sweet lady. I can't wait to meet her on March 8th. I'm so excited. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Please read this book. It's so fantastic and amazing and wonderful, and I love it so much. And I'm going to shut up now and leave you alone. So have a great day, everyone. I love you all. Bye-bye.